Welcome back to Time for Gardening. Where nature meets creativity in the most enchanting ways. Today, we're diving into a truly magical journey, turning discarded items into charming English garden decor. If you're passionate about giving old things new life, while creating a garden that feels timeless and romantic, this video is for you. We'll explore how to upcycle everyday trash into treasure-worthy garden elements, all while staying true to the classic English garden style. Think cottage benches made from pallets, vintage teacup planters, and weathered windows that become dreamy garden frames. You'll walk away inspired and equipped with practical ideas for your own lush oasis. So don't forget to subscribe, tap the like button, and comment below with your favorite DIY moment. Let's grow a more sustainable, beautiful world, one garden at a time. When we think of an English garden, we imagine overflowing flower beds, climbing roses, and quaint pots nestled among greenery. But instead of buying new planters, why not repurpose old containers? Tin cans, vintage teapots, and even broken terracotta pots can become beautiful homes for your blooms. Add soft pastel paint, lace trims, or decoupage to echo the delicate, romantic tones of traditional English gardens. Cluster mismatched pieces together on a rustic wooden bench for a truly whimsical look. You can even drill drainage holes in old kitchen colanders or enamel bowls, practical and pretty. This not only saves money, it also keeps items out of landfills. Let your creativity lead the way, and let your garden tell a story of transformation. key element of English gardens is the sense of wandering through a secret, storied landscape. You can create rustic garden pathways with upcycled materials like broken bricks, reclaimed wood, or even old tiles. These items, when placed carefully, can guide visitors through your blooms while adding a lived-in, charming quality. Think of how a cracked terracotta path leads to a hidden rose arbor. It's pure magic. Using mismatched stones or pavers brings a vintage vibe and adds character. You can even line the path with chipped teacups or antique cutlery handles for a quirky English touch. It's about imperfection and personality, traits that make your garden uniquely yours. Start gathering forgotten pieces and let them pave the way to beauty. Old wood has a soul, and in an English garden that character shines. Reclaimed wood from old pallets, crates, or barn doors can become stunning benches, trellises, or potting tables. Sand down the rough edges and coat with weather-resistant sealant, or leave it raw for that weathered, wabi-sabi feel. Build a charming bench under a climbing rose, or construct a trellis to support sweet peas or clematis. Use leftover scraps to make plant markers or edging for your garden beds. These DIY touches bring in the warmth and charm of countryside gardens without the expense. It's a sustainable approach that celebrates texture, history, and handcrafted beauty. Start small and let each project deepen your connection with your garden. Old metal items like rusty garden tools, bed frames, or wire baskets are perfect for injecting antique charm into your garden space. English gardens are known for their romantic nostalgia, and these upcycled metal pieces fit right in. Mount an old rake head as a tool hanger or a flower trellis. Use a vintage metal headboard as a garden gate or decorative divider. Wire baskets become hanging planters, and discarded candle holders make elegant lanterns when repurposed. A quick coat of matte spray paint or a gentle polish can breathe new life into tarnished treasures. These metal elements contrast beautifully with soft flowers and greenery, enhancing the old-world elegance of your garden. Look beyond the rust, and you'll find potential in every curve and edge. Garden art doesn't need to be store-bought. It can be a delightful DIY upcycled masterpiece. Use broken china to make mosaic stepping stones, or frame a patch of wall with an old picture frame filled with herbs or succulents. Even discarded spoons can become wind chimes or reflective insect deterrents. English gardens often have a playful touch, like a secret fairy door or a hidden sculpture peeking from behind the hollyhocks. Bottle caps, jar lids, or light bulbs can be transformed into butterflies, bees, or little garden signs. Craft your personality into your garden with every piece of salvaged art. You're not just decorating, you're storytelling. Let your garden be your gallery. Instead of tossing that broken chair or unused dresser, repurpose it as garden decor. A weathered chair can hold a flower-filled pot where the seat once was. A dresser drawer can be lined and planted with herbs or colorful pansies. Paint the surfaces with soft blues, creamy whites, or sage greens for that signature English cottage look. Even a cracked mirror can reflect your garden's beauty and add dimension to tight spaces. Repurposed furniture adds instant charm and gives your garden an eclectic, curated feel. Look for curbside finds or thrifted gems waiting to be reborn. With a bit of imagination, any furniture piece can find a second life among the blooms. One of the most magical upcycling ideas for an English garden is using old windows and doors as outdoor decor. These architectural salvages can serve as garden frames, backdrops for climbing plants, or even as greenhouse panels. A vintage window leaning against a fence, surrounded by lavender and roses, creates a picturesque scene. Attach small planters or trailing ivy for added charm. Old doors can become statement pieces. Painted in pastel or distressed neutrals, they invite a fairy tale atmosphere. Frame a seating area with these pieces to create cozy nooks that feel like outdoor rooms. They're not just beautiful, they're a reminder that beauty lives in the forgotten. Let your garden become a portal to the past. What's more English than fine china? Rather than letting cracked teacups or orphan saucers gather dust, repurpose them into elegant garden accents. Teacups make dainty planters for small flowers or succulents. Saucers become bird feeders when mounted on stakes or hung with macrame. Group them on shelves or old crates to create a tea party corner that's always in bloom. You can even use ceramic shards in mosaics or fairy paths. These touches echo the romantic spirit of an English garden. Refined, playful, and full of charm. Don't worry if the pieces don't match. The more eclectic, the better. Let your garden sip on vintage tea daily. Water is essential in English gardens. It adds a peaceful soundtrack and attracts birds and pollinators. And you can build a stunning water feature from upcycled items. Think an old sink turned into a bird bath, or a watering can transformed into a cascading fountain. Even a broken ceramic bowl can be the base for a mini pond. Pair these with stone, moss, and ferns to blend them seamlessly into the landscape. Solar-powered pumps make these features both eco-friendly and budget-friendly. The sound of trickling water surrounded by lush blooms is pure English countryside bliss. With a little DIY spirit, you'll create a tranquil escape in your very own garden. As dusk falls on your garden, soft lighting brings it to life. Use upcycled materials to create romantic garden lighting that's both beautiful and sustainable. Mason jars become glowing lanterns when filled with fairy lights. Tin cans can be punctured with patterns to cast magical shadows. Broken chandeliers can be hung from trees, draped in ivy and lit with solar bulbs. Even old lampshades can be reinvented as decorative outdoor fixtures. Place these lights along paths, near benches, or under climbing roses for maximum enchantment. With a little ingenuity, your garden becomes a glowing retreat each evening. Let your creativity light the way. Thank you for joining me on this whimsical journey from trash to treasure in the English garden. Every piece we repurpose tells a story, adds charm, and contributes to a more sustainable world. By upcycling materials, you're not only crafting a magical garden, you're protecting the planet and expressing your own unique style. I hope you feel inspired to begin your own upcycled garden adventure. Share your favorite idea in the comments. I'd love to hear what you'll try first. And as always, don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and leave a comment to support the Time for Gardening community. Together, let's keep growing beauty, one rescued item at a time.